Hey everybody, this is Mitch coming at you with a brand new video on my new channel, Thief in the Night. I've changed the channel to Thief in the Night because I'd like to spend all of my time on these videos serving God. I've spent most of my life serving myself with the gifts that God gave me in music, in artwork, in writing, in creativity. Those are all gifts from God. And I've spent the entire time, most of my life, serving myself with them, trying to make the almighty dollar. So now I've changed this channel name, Thief in the Night, and I'm going to serve God with it. I would appreciate it greatly if you could like and share this. Your comments are certainly welcome. And let's see if we can share this with as many people as possible, okay? Thanks. Have a blessed day. I wanted to begin by taking a look at Genesis, the beginning. How God must have felt in the very beginning after creating such a masterpiece here with mankind and the animals and beautiful universe, only to see such evil in mankind that there was nothing salvageable other than one family, and that's Noah and his family, the only righteous family on the earth. So he wiped it out by water, only saving Noah, his family, and 2 of each animal. Let's take a look at that in Genesis.
Genesis 6:5-7. The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. The Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. So the Lord said, I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race I have created, and with them the animals, the birds, and the creatures that move along the ground, for I regret that I have made them.
You know, there can't be anything more important than knowing what God detests, what God hates. Not just what irritates him, not just what God dislikes, but what does God hate? Let's see what God hates in Galatians. There's other chapters, other Bible verses that describe it. Let's take a look at this one in Galatians and see what God detests in this world.
Galatians 5:19-21. The acts of the flesh are obvious: sexual immorality, impurity and debauchery, idolatry and witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions, factions and envy, drunkenness, orgies, and the like. I warn you, as I did before, that those who live like this will not inherit the kingdom of God.
You know, the United States was originally set up by the founding fathers as a Christian country. We had a Christian background. Since then, so much evil has come into the world and darkness is set in. In the old days, imagine, even children were taught in schools using the Bible, teaching them how to read, using the Bible. Can you imagine that? Since then, we've kicked Bibles out of the school. We've eliminated prayer. Now you can't pray in school. Taken down the 10 Commandments, God's laws. That's how bad it's become. One of my favorite verses in the Bible is this Jesus parable here in Matthew 12. I think it correlates perfectly with the United States. How an evil spirit within a house is removed, the house is swept clean, and then multiple evil spirits come in worse than the first. And the condition is even worse than originally. And I think that's what's happening in the United States. We have become insensitive and allowed evil to move in and darkness to move in. And it's grown and grown and grown. And now the founding fathers wouldn't even recognize it. So take a listen to this parable from Jesus in Matthew 12. See what you think.
Matthew 12:43-45. When an impure spirit comes out of a person, it goes through arid places seeking rest and does not find it. Then it says, "I will return to the house I left." When it arrives, it finds the house unoccupied, swept clean and put in order. Then it goes and takes with it 7 other spirits more wicked than itself, and they go in and live there. And the final condition of that person is worse than the first. That is how it will be with this wicked generation.
You know, I can't help but wonder how much time we have left on this earth. Jesus might just be right around the corner. Take a listen to 2 Timothy. I think it's a perfect description of everyday life here. This might just be your neighborhood. Take a listen.
2 Timothy 3:1-5. But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. Have nothing to do with such people.
That's it for me. It's heating up out here in the Florida sun. I appreciate you watching. I hope you've gained something from this video. And I think it's critical that we start sharing the Word of God and start fighting against this darkness to save this country, and praying to God that He'll save this country, because God is the only thing that can turn it around. Meanwhile, again, if you could hit that like button and subscribe, I'd deeply appreciate it, because I would like to spend the rest of my life sharing the gospel with people. And the only way YouTube is going to share this with more people is if you hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Have a blessed day. I'll see you soon.